I start to build my future, she's the main component.
Alright, man, it looks like it's going to be another B-split push coming up here, standard as could be for the T side.
Yeah, they are getting ready for it right now. They've got two people coming out through the middle, 3 people through upper dark at the moment. There's counter-terrorist holding one guy inside the B-bomb site, one guy down towards the middle of the map.
Yeah, that B-slope man on the CT side is going to be the linchpin here. T side, they've managed to put the CT smoke down. No support coming in from the A site here for the defense. It's all going to come down to the entry shots here, the man making the plan.
It's getting kind of cold in here.
Hey man, did you leave the window open?
I don't think so. This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth. You can take the blue, or the red pill, or the green one.
What? There's a green one? Sweet.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. And there we go. This is the Caseking of the Hill, cooled by Alpenföhn, hence the acting you were just subjected to. And this is week number 3. Man, I'm proud to present this week to you. It's going to be incredible. We have LDLC, NIP, and Na'Vi. Na'Vi are the kings now for the 3rd week in a row, or at least they're trying to be. If they can win today, then they're going to win another 750 euros. Second place takes 250 euros, and we are just about to get on with it. So welcome to the show. Semler, as you can see in the box below me, is missing a little bit because he's in Finland, but he is going to be joining us. He's just setting everything up, but he couldn't quite get him on the webcam yet. He's going to be here any second, though, so there's not going to be a big issue, but maybe a minor delay on his side. Oh, we have a lot coming up for you guys, so I'm going to say it real quick because we're going to get in with the show as well. Of course, there is the raffle underneath the stream. You can go and click that button, and you can win the Zoe Solaritis keyboard. It's a really, really nice one, so definitely go and check that one out. Easy like, you have to be from Europe, I think, but still all good. Tonight, we'll also be giving away one of these headsets that I'm wearing from Beat Phoenix. It's a really nice headset, actually. I'm enjoying the sound quality in it. I think it works really well. And the other thing is the Alpenföhn Brocken Eco. I actually finally got one of these, and it's not very big, as you can maybe tell. See if I can figure out how webcams work. It's not very big either. So this is a CPU cooler from Alpenföhn. It's a really nice one. Brocken Eco is what it's called, and yeah, has some nice features in it as well. Obviously, it comes with a fan, so it's not like it's just a passive cooler. It comes with a really silent fan as well, and generally just a really nice product. So definitely go and check that out as well. We're going to be giving one away in the raffle on the stream tonight, along with the headset, and then we also have a subscriber giveaway tonight, which is this karambit right here that you're seeing. That was gifted to us by one of the subscribers, Stony Maloney. So a huge thanks to you, Stony, if you're still watching. But someone is going to be winning this from the sub team tonight, and I'll remind you of it later. We'll do it in between the matches at some point. So definitely stick around, and we should be good to go. Now, can't really speak too much longer because we got to get this show on the road. But I do have already, of course, Vendetta with me here. So Vendetta, how are you doing?
I'm doing okay. Not too shabby. Pretty excited to get this game underway, though.
Yeah. Now, I mean, we've been waiting, right? We have a lot of best of one games these days, and they can be fun in their own way. But it's kind of nice, I think, to have finally a best of three.
Yeah, it's not really the same to do a best of one as a best of three. I don't know. It kind of just feels more justified to call a team better if they win a best of three than if they win a best of one.
You take the NIP and Titan game yesterday. Who wouldn't have liked to have seen a second map after Titan won, but only really barely? So yeah, that's what it is. We need best of three games. They are just in general more fun, I'd say. So welcome to the show, everyone. This is Room on Fire, and the third week, as we said, of the Caseking of the Hill, cooled by Alpenföhn. So big thanks to Caseking and Alpenföhn, Beat Phoenix, Zoe, and everyone else who's supporting us here. Really is a big help. And a big thanks to all of you for tuning in so early. I know we do start 6 o'clock Central European time, so maybe some people are just home from work or school or whatever it is. But thanks for tuning in anyway, and I hope you guys are going to tell your friends. Get them invited, get them watching the show, because it's going to be one hell of a game. And in fact, I'm going to switch it over already, because we do have some people on the server, so we might as well just check out what's going on here. And Vendetta, I guess you don't know the map pool yet, but I do. So I'm gonna.
I do.
Oh, you do know the map
well.
pool.
Yeah.
All right, excellent. So what do you think about it? It's Inferno first map, Nuke second map, and Dust 2 as a third map. So we'll be switching maps in a second here. What do you think about that map choice?
I'm surprised actually, because even though LDLC are a very good Inferno team, so is NIP, and the last time those two teams played, which was at EMS Katowice, NIP beat LDLC 16-7 on Inferno, and Inferno is LDLC's map pick.
Yes, you're right, it is. Nuke is NIP's map pick. No surprise there, I suppose. But I think you're right. And then, I mean, this goes into the whole discussion, I suppose, about who's going to be winning here and how it's all going to unfold, because it's really not clear, I think. We have NIP coming off of not too much of an impressive performance at ESCA LAN. Then they went on vacation for quite a while, and they've only been back since Sunday practicing. They lost yesterday to Titan on Nuke, which hasn't really happened a lot in the past. And now they're here playing against an LDLC team that is definitely been practicing a hell of a lot. So I guess really anything can happen here.
Yeah, and actually, if I'm not mistaken, I think we've been joined by Semler.
Oh, see, that would be good news.
Yeah. Well, okay, so he's in the mumble room at least, but let's see if you can actually find that push to talk button.
I'm sure he's setting everything up just to make sure it's working properly. So we'll see. Map switching here as we predicted, and then we will be good to go any second. Remember as well that that there's the raffle going on at the bottom of the page, and then if you subscribe today, you're going to be able to participate in our subscriber giveaway later for the Karambit knife. Definitely. Really, really nice donation, and obviously those kind of giveaways, just to make it clear, we obviously do them to try and see if we can lure more people into subscribing. That's what we want in the long run, because it helps us out a hell of a lot with running the channel and keeping everything cool and smooth and all that stuff. So definitely imagine that yeah, that if you guys want to help us out, that's a really good way, and then we try and give a little bit back, and we'll try and do some more subscriber-themed giveaways in the future as well, because that is good fun. Always enjoyable. Last time it was, I think, a Stat Trek Deagle, and then Semler's knife we gave away. So, yeah, we're having fun with that stuff, too. What else can we say?
Well, I guess, as you mentioned, NIP are just coming back from a pretty extended vacation. Their last showing was at ESEA last month, so they haven't been playing all that much as of late, and I think that's kind of the end that LDLC has on NIP at this point, and I think they have to use that to their full advantage. And if they can take Inferno, who's to say that they can't take Dust 2 as well? I think Nuke is going to go NIP's way either way, even though they did lose to Titan. I think they figured out a lot of what they did wrong, and I think a lot of that was rust. So, yeah, I think NIP are going to take Nuke, but if LDLC are able to take Inferno, this is anybody's game.
I agree, and I mean, we've been seeing a lot of upsets recently from all sorts of teams, so it's really hard to predict, I think, exactly how it's all going to turn out. But NIP, well, they're the best in the world, so it's kind of a moot point saying that they are the favorites they're the favorites going into almost any match. So it's that's just kind of how it is. But those things you just pointed out is a really good point. I would say something else, though, to sort of say maybe LDLC are going to have even more trouble than maybe we think here, which is that, I don't know if you've noticed this, Vendetta, but it feels to me like a lot of the games that they've been winning recently, LDLC, have been against, let's say, opponents that aren't on NIP's level, right?
Yeah, it's been top 15 teams, not top 5 teams.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if, because I have a sense that LDLC are in a really good shape right now, and I actually think they are, but I just want to say maybe their shape is just a little bit inflated based on the idea that, they've been playing teams that are a little bit worse than an NIP or a Virtus Pro or something like that. So that's just throwing it out there as well. That can be a factor as well. But I think we are actually ready with the knife rounds, so let's get it on. It's NIP versus Team LDLC right here at Room on Fire. Caseking of the Hill, cooled by Alpenföhn tournament, the 3rd week in a row running. Na'Vi have won the first 2 weeks, and they're looking to take a 3rd one if they can, but they're going to have to fight one of these 2 teams to see if they can make it out. And first, obviously, we need to decide which one it is right here. It's going to be on Inferno for the very first map. So welcome to the show. I'm Anders. With me is Vendetta, and Semler's going to be joining us in just 10 seconds. I think he's going to be ready with it, and we'll be good to go. NIP starting on the terrorist side, so I guess, Vendetta, that's good news after all. LDLC, they get to start on the slightly more favored side here. Yeah,
this is a good way for them to kind of ease into it in a lot of ways, and if they get the pistol round as well, then they could easily get off to a really good start, talking maybe a 5-0 lead. It could easily happen.
See if they are. Freiburg just causing a bit of distraction. This is an interesting strat coming out from NIP, not something we see them do too often here. Freiburg alone on Banana is definitely standard, but up in the apartments is definitely not. Uzi ready right here, gets one, gets a second one. Great shooting coming out. Uzi, 1, 2, 3, all headshots. Happy might get caught, but Flown's actually going to be a little bit too slow here. And now, 5 on 2. That was some seriously sick shooting coming out from the Frenchman.
Yeah, it's really solid job from Uzi right there, and that setup from LDLC was almost the direct counter to what NIP were doing. So, and it's actually a bit surprising because we haven't seen NIP do something like that in their pistols previously.
No, not like that, right? A Maniac with the last 2 headshots. LDLC on an absolutely amazing start here, taking down every single member of NIP without losing a single one. And it was just 2 people that did it. But you're right, it was, to use a StarCraft term, it was basically a build order loss for NIP. It was a, tactical defeat. They went up to the apartments, and LDLC had 2 people stacked aggressively up there with a really good crossfire. Nothing much to do.
No, it really wasn't. And now the name of the game is basically just doing as much economical damage as you can if you're NIP.
Yeah, and they have gone for P250s, and only one CSAT 75. That's actually interesting, isn't it? Because that's something that's been very popular in the European scene with the CSAT 75s.
Yeah, NIP have always been kind of a team that goes against popular belief, or popular opinion, I guess.
The hipsters of Counter-Strike, well, they're going to take down Uzi in the corners. This is a very, very strong entrance. They're going to get the body down. Don't think Happy can actually stop this, and if he tries, he might lose his life. Apex with a shot through the smokes, very important here. and they almost get a second one, so they should be able to retake this bomb site. Exist actually going to take down another one, and he eventually goes down and loses the rifle here. So it's on for Flaren and Getright, and Getright's going to take down one more. This is back into a 2-on-2 and a devastating round already, especially now that Getright picks up this M4. I think they can actually win this round now. NIP are looking really good here. Kaylee's going to be alone, and he's trapped, and there's no time left. Boxed in, and this is going to be NIP immediately bouncing back. Getright with a double, but that initial kill from Exist, I think that really did everything.
Yeah, Exist 2 frags were definitely what set up the round for NIP, and that was just... it's hard to counter when you get insta-shot, really. If you're LDLC, obviously you can say that, well, they should be able to defend that. And they probably should, but still, that's just amazing play coming out from Exist.
Yeah, very, very good. Bit of a shame for LDLC, because they actually did have a crossfire, but NIP, I think, smoked off half the crossfire and then killed the other half of it, so it was actually very effective play from the Swedish team.
Yeah, really. And they invested a lot into that round. They didn't only buy up with the pistols and armor. They had fully decked out with nades and all the good stuff that they could potentially get, so they really wanted to get that round back.
So they did. Now LDLC stacking 4 people towards A, 1 towards B, and actually Apex going to be walking up pretty aggressively here. Could have maybe killed Getright. I think actually he was a little bit I think he spotted 2 people, and he took just a moment to realize that he could have just killed Getright then. It's a little bit of a shame. Katie goes down next, and now things are such falling apart. NIP is playing this one slowly and carefully, not making sure they really don't throw anything away in the corner. Happy is actually right here, going to be taking down Forest, so some good kills coming in here from LDLC, but now NIP are making the rotation, which seems like a smart idea, I think.
Yeah, definitely, but that should have been heard from Happy, so I think the rotation from LDLC is going to happen pretty quickly.
Yeah, Maniac's the first one showing up. He's only got a little bit of health. If that shot had landed, he would have been dead. Happy's picked up the from us here, and from behind, that was Maniac going to... Oh, actually, Maniac goes down over in construction. Getright dies, and we're back into a 2-on-2. The bomb has been planted, and there's just not a lot of time here for LDLC to get something done. Uzi's picked up an AK. If they can win this round right back, it's definitely going to be really huge here in the first half. LDLC need to win a lot of rounds on the CT side, but NIP aren't showing themselves a lot. There's the one headshot coming in. Freiburg Assist hold on to the bomb side just fine. And we are going to go to a 3rd round. So close, but not close enough.
Yeah, close but no cigar. It's still a pretty okay eco for LDLC. They do some okay damage to NIP's economy. So you can see Getright's down to $200 after buying up. So if they're able to put one more round like that together, then they might have a shot at actually forcing NIP to eco. Obviously, all of that depends on NIP not being able to get down the bomb.
Yeah, it'd be really nice if they can start preventing that and just generally winning some roundbacks here. I mean, the mentality for LDLC at this point has to be that they basically just need to pretend that they lost the pistol round, and then once we get to the 5th round, they can start buying again and hopefully just string some rounds together. Yeah,
more or less. And I'm a bit worried for LDLC because I think NIP are planning on going towards this B bomb site, and I don't like his chances going up against the fully decked NIP team.
You know, Happy's pretty good at playing this game, but CSET 75 only has so many bullets in it, and unless they're really, really careless over here, it's not really going to be working out, I think. Apex, really good shot on Getright, and Maniac will actually take down one player there. Getright going down Forest with a team kill, and now if Happy gets a kill here, they can actually win this round. Freiburg's going to be charging in, and Happy, easy peasy, and oh my god, Happy takes down one more, almost going to get Forest up on the coils here, and now Forest is on 4 HP, going to be falling back. What a sick round from Happy, and Apex is going to finish the job here. What a round from LDLC.
Yeah, that was more than they could have asked for. The timing there as they pushed into mid was just pretty much perfect. Caught 3 NIP players off guard. Forced even team killing Getright, so his economy is completely out the door. And obviously Happy's 2 frags on B. That was just
How did
crazy.
he get him?
There we go, Summer.
Finally, guys, I got it to work. Finally. Sorry about the delay.
It's alright, I'm glad you're here now, and we're only 5 rounds in, so it's not really much of a delay. In the middle, Kaylee's going to be taking down Freiburg, and to answer your question, I really don't know how Happy did it. I was just saying I don't think it's enough with one guy there, but it was. It's more than enough.
Whoa, an Apex with some fancy footwork. He finally gets taken out. Waiting in graveyard, but this is about plenty of time for the rotation out of LDLC. They're going to be able to get 3 guys solid on this site. Maniac, Happy, Kaylee, each getting a piece of the pie. And that's LDLC really bouncing back, guys. I think winning that eco there really gave him some confidence back, because that looked like a very solid follow-up round.
Yeah, and what's even bigger for them is the fact that NIP opted to force up. They wanted to take that round back after they lost versus that eco, so they could, well, basically
crush LDLC.
Yeah, crush LDLC's economy just right away. And that didn't work out, so now eco time for NIP.
Yeah, and Katie with the AWP is a really big sign as well. And look at LDLC, because they won that round where they were ecoing, they have so much money. I mean, I think that's another really big thing. It's not just winning an eco, and it's also the fact that you did it without investing anything into it, so you get the full payback next round.
Yeah, especially because they survived with quite a few members, so they were able to pick up weapons as well.
Ooh, this has still got some potential here, though, for NIP. They've all gathered up at mid. Apex is going to be the point man here, falling back around short. I like that he's not really taking any risks. This is going to form a pretty strong defense here for LDLC. They've really stacked up together. And when you've got the rifles versus the pistols, that's really what you want. Apex, he does it single-handed, though.
Just walks in. A lot of confidence on Apex, and it used to be, I think, on LDLC that unless Apex was playing his absolute best, this team actually wasn't worth that much, and that's definitely no longer true. I mean, they have all improved so much, but if they're all playing, you know, the way we're used to seeing them, and Apex actually steps up to the insane level that he has, and I don't actually think we've seen that for a long time. We've seen cool shots from Apex, but it's been a really long time since it's been Apex really carrying LDLC, so today would be a good day for that to happen, that's what I'm saying.
Actually, I think one of the biggest changes to LDLC is the improvement in Uzi's play.
Damn straight.
Play. Uzi's just been playing out of his mind the last few months, so if he is able to keep that up and going into Gamescom and those tournaments, that's going to be insane for LDLC.
I think he's almost like one of the players who's improved the most flat out across any team, across any division, whatever. Like Uzi has just gone from a really, you know, a player that was pretty lackluster, you know, that we looked at and we were like, to a player all of a sudden who can top frag for his team. That's a really scary improvement right there from one player on your team. And when you're talking about guys like Happy and Apex there to support, and Kaylee with the AWP, LDLC are really starting to look scary. But it looks like, guys, NIP are going to the B site here.
Yeah, they're going to have to run through smoke, and there's a Molotov on the other side of the smoke as well. This is not going to be good. Crispy sweets are what we're going to be witnessing it. They're running right through, and actually in the corner, Happy, 1, 2, 3, oh my god! C-set, 75 out, and Freiburg will pick up a double kill, but it's not going to be enough here. He wants to put down the bomb. I'm not sure Apex is going to let him. Freiburg trying to fake it out, and Kaylee has no patience for that. Freiburg put to rest, almost on the bench right there. 5-2, and we're moving into the 8th round. Semler, that was a bit of a massacre.
I think that's the first time I've seen that spot be so effective. Like, flat out, the first time I've seen it be so effective. Where the guy, it's not just he gets 1 kill and does good damage to a second guy. He actually just obliterated 3 guys from NIP rushing through smoke, and they never even knew where he was coming from. That was sick. That was really perfect there.
An interesting development here. I mean, NIP, no bomb plant, and they're back to ecoing again. They're on the less favored side, so we can't really go all panic mode already. But right now, LDLC are really playing some satisfying Counter-Strike, I'd say.
They're playing really well, but as you said, we're still pretty early on in this first half, so it could easily go wrong for LDLC as well. They need to maintain this kind of play for the rest of the half.
I never thought I'd see the day where Forrest is almost pulling a 007.
Oh, you're
That's
right.
just crazy.
117. They're going to try and run through. They actually bought a lot of grenades in this eco round, which is really cool. I like seeing that from NIP. But it's not quite enough here, I think. Uzi still in the corner alive. They try and knife him, in fact. A little bit too much confidence, maybe. Get right. He's on 11 HP, but Forrest is elite going to put down the bomb. So that's actually a really good round from NIP. Kaylee will take down one more, and now Forrest's going to be alone. Charges in, and I think the timing was just a little bit wrong then.
That was the same eco round we saw them win, actually, earlier on after LDLC won their eco, the pistol round. So it's clear that NIP has a set plan for what they want to do whenever they're on ecos and when they decide to actually invest as much as they did that round. And
it's
it worked
clearly
out.
effective. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's clearly
it worked
effective.
out because they got the bomb plant, and hell, they even won the eco round after LDLC's pistol win, so can't really fault them for trying.
Fiflaren picking up an AWP. He wants to challenge Kaylee in the middle. He misses the first shot there. And who was that? Was that Apex running up? Yeah, but NIP know it. They've already spotted him. Now Kaylee's going to peek against Fiflaren and takes him down. So not the best luck here for the Swedish Orpa, because that's a bit of an investment on the terrorist side, and you kind of only buy it to make that pick almost.
And Uzi takes out the king of banana, the master of the banana. Freiburg is gone. Uzi lives with 5 HP, but that's 2 big kills already for LDLC. They're trying to put pressure over a B that's only going to be Exist, trying to take shots through that smoke, but he's not going to get anything from this. And now Nip, with a minute left on the clock, they've had the door slam shut in their face. LDLC, the defense is so solid right now.
It really is. I mean, it's pretty impressive, because NIP certainly are very good at getting those entry frags, and especially, as you were alluding to, Freiburg on banana is this spot right here is definitely legendary for opening up kills on any number of teams. So if they can shut him down, and obviously that's only 1 round, but if they can do that, they're off to something really good.
But looking towards the defense right now, they've got 2 guys holding solid on A, but this is a fake. I love this play. Forrest is actually going to wrap around through Arch. There's nobody here to stop him either. In the meantime, his 2 teammates are moving up banana, but there's 2 guys on defense here. Uzi, who's very low on HP, but he's still got Happy there to support him.
Yeah, Forrest coming up from behind. Perfect timing, and Happy is gone. Now a lot of pressure on Uzi here. He's got to stay alive with 5 HP. Has got to at least get a kill here. 8 seconds left. If they try and put the bomb down, can't get the kill on anyone, unfortunately. And NIP, they will get the bomb down just with 2 seconds left. So now it's a bit of a tricky retake here. Kaylee looking for the shot on somebody, and it's not quite quick enough for that one.
He's right around the angle, though. Maniac is working his way in through flowers, but there's a man to his right, and he doesn't peek the right angle first. He doesn't peek the right angle first. I guess he just doesn't guess right. So, guess who got right, though, this round? Get right.
Yeah.
I'm on a roll, guys. I'm on a roll. But that was actually really nicely done there by Uzi, because Uzi, he saw the time left. He's like, I got 10 seconds left. If I can just stop them when they try and put the bomb down, we win the round. That's it. They're not going to be able to plant. And Get Right sees it coming, baits him out with the smoke, and then catches Uzi as he's peeking around the new boxes. So Get Right knew exactly where Uzi was that round. He knew exactly what to do to get him out.
Yeah, very good. Now, that was all Forrest event, wasn't it? I mean, that flank, that did everything.
It really was. Him picking off that first guy towards the A-bomb site really forced Kaylee and I think it was Apex to really just stick around on that A-bomb site. And the fact that he managed to sneak on by everyone and get behind Happy as they go towards B is just, yeah, it's huge for them.
It's Exist opping this round. What is going on for Nip?
This is, well, it's what we've been saying for a while. You know, Pyjamas didn't have much like last time, but they're not afraid to just give it to somebody else. And Forrest is going to open up, take down one Uzi, and now actually Maniac going to be alone here. Forrest goes down, so it's now a 3-on-3, but NIP are tired of losing rounds. Get Right's waiting up here for the time when Maniac's going to be looking the wrong way. And Maniac, it's almost like he knows he's going to be walking right in, and he takes down Get Right. Great timing, Happy in the middle, going to hear them and come right out of the smoke. Pyjamas going to be alone, and he's trapped between a rock and a hard place. Maniac will take him down. That's a triple for Maniac, and a round that looked like it was going to start really well for NIP.
Yeah, it started off really well. What I'm a tiny bit surprised about when seeing NIP play this T side is the fact that they're opting to go with 2 people towards Banana every round. Exist and Freiburg are now a duo, and previously it's been Freiburg all alone. He's been the sole ruler of Banana for NIP, but yeah, they've opted to put Exist with him towards Banana, and it hasn't been working out for them. They've just been picked off, haven't gotten any entries per se towards Banana, and well, as I say that.
God, Freiburg, you must be joking. Another headshot and another one. Freiburg, P2K in hand is all it takes. That was so sick. Single-handedly destroying the B defense with a pistol. And I'm wondering now, is it enough?
It's not enough.
The bomb is dropped in the middle. That's a tragedy. If they don't win this round, Freiburg, he deserves this. He deserves this one.
Look at Apex. He's about to walk into Freiburg as well. Apex gets the perfect read. Freiburg, did he see the boot? Apex, you just saw his boot. And did Freiburg see Apex? This is the standoff. Who's going to crack first? Freiburg has made it past. He's actually going to be able to sneak it past, but no, Apex sucks him down, and that's it. They cannot come back from this, Nip. The bomb getting dropped, Apex just saved LDLC, despite Freiburg's best efforts there.
Forrest being caught out as well. Maniac just hide in the corner. Forrest knows that he's there. He saw him walk in, and it's not enough. 8-3. Freiburg just is basically a wizard when he does that. That was just pure magic coming out here from Freiburg, and it still wasn't enough.
Well, that's simply due to a horrible misplay from Nip.
Right? That was why did they reface?
No, why did they move up? Freiburg got those 2 entries in Banana way before NIP decided to push up.
It was the
mid with
op.
the bomb.
It was Kaylee's op that was sitting right there. It was like this golden piece of cheese, and Nip were the mice, and they couldn't look away from the cheese that was right there, man. They needed to get it. It looked way too good. And Apex knew. Apex knew. And not only that, he drops the bomb carrier. That throws away everything that Freiburg achieved that round.
LDLC executing something that almost every top team does, and they've been doing really well recently, which is the pop flash out on Banana, and they're going to take down both Exist and Freiburg, as you pointed out, Vendetta, the duo. In the middle, leg shot right onto Forest. This is going to be a really scary first half, I think, for NIP. Right now, LDLC have a really good economy going into this late stage of the first half.
I'm watching Kaylee right now. It's going to come down to Kaylee Forrest, who's going to win the dance, and Kaylee gets him. Forrest, shot to the body this time, gets rid of him, and this is now a 3-man advantage, soon a 4-man advantage for LDLC. Apex is laying waste, and Maniac now spots the last man out on short.
1 on 4 here, or 1 on 5 in fact, sorry. Happy still alive on 15 health. They have not got many bomb plants either. I mean, they've lost only 2 rounds in a row, actually, so NIP are going to be ecoing in the upcoming 13th round, unless Flaren can, you know, provide even more magic here, but he's not. He's going to get flanked by Apex, so that's going to be the end. They just don't have the money for it. I mean, I'm personally very impressed by what LDLC are doing at the moment.
Oh yeah, they're playing really well, but I also think NIP are doing a lot of weird decisions. I'd actually like to see them go back to their old style with just sending Freiburg alone towards B, because they're not getting anything done with the duo in Banana, and they're not getting anything done in mid. So maybe try to move Exist towards mid and see if he can help out there towards A.
I like the fact that Uzi goes and hears the P2K and then just walks away. He's like, nope. I know what happened last time. Not going to try again. Freiburg this time not as much luck with the headshot, but Uzi's still going to be going down. Walks into Get Right, and they're still Happy waiting here. They want to try and see if they can rush through. Good flashbang comes in and a smoke to follow up. Happy's going to be pushing through the smoke and gets the 1 kill, then goes down to Get Right, who's now in a 1-on-3, and they're all around him. He's in the triangle of doom, in fact. Apex takes him down, but they were pretty much all around him. Not good at all.
That was unfortunate timing there for Get Right. He had just swapped out for a nade when, was it Happy who pushed through the smoke to take out his teammate? So Get Right couldn't actually do anything to save his teammate there. If he didn't have that nade out, Happy pushing through, that would not have happened for LDLC. And we may have looked at a totally different situation there for Nip. Just that split-second decision there to take out the smoke nade made probably cost Get Right the round. I don't know if you guys can hear that. There's actually everybody's still setting up here at the venue, so there may be some random noise in the background. Apologies about that.
It gives like a little bit of atmosphere, I feel like, though. You know, in case anyone doesn't know, Semler right now is actually in Finland setting up for the Assembly tournament, which is going to be a really, really cool tournament starting already tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow night at, I believe, 4 p.m. CET? Yeah. 16 CET, I think. And funny thing is that Apex and Kaylee are both going to be here on Overdrive. And they get here Friday. So it's going to be really cool to see them.
Yeah, so definitely great. It's so nice that you could still join us, of course. Don't want to miss this tournament for anything, I suppose.
Like hell I was going to miss this. Are you kidding me, man?
Look at the setup here. I mean, Vendetta, 4 people at A. Do you approve?
I do approve, especially because NIP are going towards A.
Apex with a great Molotov can actually zone out the NIP team. As they jump through, they take a lot of damage, and Katie doesn't get that shot off. But down in the pit, it's Maniac with the 1, with the 2, looking for the 3rd. He's going to get all 3. 1 more here, and Get Right will finally take him down, but it is too late. Maniac stepping it up. I mean, is there really anybody here on LDLC who isn't doing their job right now? Katie hasn't found that many kills, but just the fact that he has the orb is, I think, enough of a factor in itself. I mean, NIP got to be careful what they do.
Yeah, Kaylee's found a lot of entry frags, so the 9 frags he has are important frags, to put it that way.
With that AWP peeking down mid, he's picked off Iflar, and he's picked off several members of NIP several rounds in a row, giving LDLC an easier time. Everybody really seems to be stepping it up for the Frenchman. NIP just still look kind of rusty. They need to wake up, basically, is what needs to happen here for the Swedes. That time off.
I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will. The second map is nuked, so there's definitely a really strong chance they're going to be able to win that. Happy with a really good pick-off just before the smoke goes down, but now this last round of the half should definitely be NIP's. With Get Right all the way, he knows nobody's flanking, so they know where everybody's coming from, and that should give them a much easier time defending.
They really just cranked up the sound here. I think you guys can hear that.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. All right. Well, let's see how this is going to go. LDLC are wasting a fair bit of time trying to get in here. Get Right is going to be picking off Apex, and over by Flowers, it's Forest looking up over the smoke. It's still going to be going down for Flaren, and Get Right are left here. 2-on-2. That bomb is so far ticked already for Flaren. They haven't seen him. What a smart position. He's going to get the one, and there's no time for Happy to win this any longer. So a great quad kill from Happy, but not enough. And there it is. 11-4 for the first half. Vendetta, the big question is that enough for NIP to win this map?
With the pistol round, I think it is. Just because they're NIP. Normally, I'd say that this is too much for any team. When LDLC are not only getting rounds, they're doing it pretty dominantly as well. They're looking really solid. So I'd be afraid for any opponent going up against them at this point. But if NIP can get the pistol round and actually get some momentum going, I think they're fully capable of coming back from this.
Yeah, I think their CT side could probably go a bit smoother. T side, you still need, you know, that's probably the side that's actually going to suffer the most if you have time off because your coordination goes out. But then CT side, you just got to line up the shots and be right with the with your rotations. And Forrest getting a headshot to start is going to be a pretty good sign of Nip feeling pretty good about this right now.
Yeah, and he drops Uzi, who was the pistol master of the last half here. Fiflaren, great pickoff, takes down Maniac, and a second shot. Very well played from Fiflaren. And a third one as well! Oh my god! That is some absolute sniper precision, but it's a pistol. It doesn't even have a scope, and he's still hitting the headshots. Happy's going to go down. What a sick round from Forrest and Fiflaren.
What were we saying a second ago, Ven?
Yeah, line up the shots.
Yeah, that's the real that's like what really makes people afraid of Nip. I think at this point is when they just start landing these shots. Fiflaren as well, so casual, never spraying their arch.
Yeah, like one tapping.
He was just just one tapping, knew exactly where his opponents were going to be, and got the shots that he needed to get. Like that is cool. That is just very cool.
Well, now it's Exist with a FAMAS in the middle, and remember, actually LDLC invested in armor this round, and they've already thrown 2 of them away, so that's a bit of an issue. Grenade on Kaylee is going to put it down to just Happy and Maniac, and Happy looking for a kill right here. Fiflaren is already spotting for it. He knows someone might be popping out.
He's waiting, reload, and is he going to peek at the right time? Because now they've stacked up in Boiler. He spots the first man, takes him out. Is he going to expect another one coming through there? And Maniac just a hair too late to be able to get the punish.
Good shot for Maniac there. Gonna take down one, and gonna pick up Fiflaren as well. Very nicely done. If only he had the bomb, this would be a really sick round from LDLC. Maniac looking for one more kill, and is actually gonna pick it up. Now he's only got 4 bullets left here. Has still not picked up a rifle, and in a 1-on-2... 2 bullets for each player?
Hey,
do it, Maniac.
Dude, he's gonna go back onto the site. There you go. He's not gonna want the Nova. The Nova's nasty. Go get the rifle that Fiflaren had on A site. You just killed him. You know it's there.
Exist sees it coming. What a sick round from Maniac. That is actually frightening. Really frightening. That took it from being almost a throwaway round from LDLC to being a very good round where they do huge economic damage to NIP. Man, that says something about LDLC, I think.
Yeah, they're on point. I think they need to do it one more time. If they can get 3 more kills this round, that would be absolutely massive. If NIP are able to just clear them out completely and have a clean sweep, they're not going to be too much affected by it.
Well, we're about to see. Get Right hears them. Actually already spots Maniac jumping up here, so there's a pretty good start coming out. A little bit of a push coming out from Forrest, and actually he's going to be able to fight the whole team if he pushes through here. It's a bit of a risk if he does, but the rest of NIP are all in the middle, just setting up a firing squad for whoever is going to try and challenge them. And it's going to be just Kaylee left here. Picks up the C-Sed and gets the last parting headshot on Exist. So there you go, then. They mostly clean up the French team here.
Yeah, so you can see they still have well, barring Fiflaren, who I think dropped for Exist there. No, actually, never mind. Both Fiflaren and Exist are kind of low in money, but this still should be enough for NIP to buy up if they lose this upcoming round.
What I like to see is that LDLC make a point of actually getting an AWP for Kaylee on the T side. So they're really going to be looking to him to get that entry. Something that he did very well throughout the entire CT half. Not getting too many frags, but when he got them, they counted. If he can do the same thing here for his T side, Kaylee's going to have a huge impact. And he's just looking towards mid, but Nip aren't giving him any targets for now. Nip actually playing this pretty passively on their own right, not peeking mid to get information, just kind of hanging back.
Yeah,
I think they might be expecting Kaylee's op, so they don't want to give it anything away for free.
Definitely don't. Get Right actually with that flash sort of reveals that Apex was up there, so that's a fun way. Now, Forrest is obviously maybe the weak link over here. If they can kill him, there's a big opening towards the B bomb site, but they're not realizing it just yet. Happy shooting a little bit through here. and Forest returning some shots. But they're moving towards the archway, and I think they're going to try and let Happy get the pick off somewhere.
Exists position right now. He does have support, but he's going to get smoked off. And look at Freiburg right now. He's the man who's going to be making the action happen right here. Gets the shot, but doesn't get the kill. Does a little bit of damage there, but they're on the hunt now. Apex is looking for him.
Exists right on this other side of the smoke. He can't get the shot, and already Flauren's gone down. Exists spotted and falls back with 12 HP. Down in the pit, get right. The top fragger for NIP is going to come out running and gunning, and Uzi is going to take down Exist. Now Freiburg falls, and down in the pit, get right's going to go down. Just put to sleep in the corner, and Forest is going to stay over here. LDLC are really... I mean, yeah, NIP, they had a passive setup, and that allowed, I think, for when Katie crept in and got that first kill on Flauren down in the pit, that opened up a lot on the map.
Yeah, it really did. And I actually allowed for LDLC to push so far up into Arch, actually. And it kind of messed up everything, or every rotation that NIP could possibly make. So that was just really solid play from LDLC.
Yeah, Exist never really... They actually got a step on Nip there because they started backing off of Arch and wrapping around to short before Nip could even react to it, because Exist, he sees it coming, but he's a step too late and he can't get into a position to be able to deal with it in time. So LDLC, you know, just catching a quick march on the Swedes.
So a bit of a pause coming in here. Maybe someone's internet or something, just a little bit of an issue. So we'll be right on that. Then we'll be back with the game, of course. But it does give us a bit of time to just, you know, take a deep breath and wonder where we're at right here. It's a 5-round difference between the two teams. NIP, they will have enough to force up here, so they're definitely going to do that. As you can tell, they already buy an AWP on Exist. And we're in the 20th round. So if you're just joining us, then a big welcome to the stream. This is Room on Fire and the Caseking of the Hill Cooled by Alpenföhn tournament right here in the 3rd week running now. It's going to be insane to see if Na'Vi can keep their foot on the pedal right here. But remember, there's a Facebook link at the bottom of the page. You have to go and click it. It's a picture right down there. If you click the link, you can win a Zoe keyboard, the Solaris keyboard, really nice keyboard. So definitely go and do that. And remember also, we're going to be doing a raffle later on today for the Karambit knife. That's for the subscribers only. So a bit of a thank you back to all the subscribers, and also you know, a bit of a way to try and lure more people into subscribing. You know, that's part of the equation too in the end. But what do you guys think about what's happening here? I mean, LDLC and NIP, Vendetta, that round that they just won, LDLC, how big was it in terms of winning this first map?
No, it's huge for them, because now you can see NIP are at the brink. They feel like they have to force up to get back into this, because if not, LDLC are just going to run away in terms of, well, both with rounds and their economy. So if LDLC are able to pick up this round, this should be 14-7. Without too much of an issue, and from there on out, NIP just have to force up every single round.
Yeah, that's not the position you want to be in. Forest right here, going to be double peaked, in fact, and in the corner now. Freiburg hiding, great shot from Forest, and actually, Freiburg is the one moving up, so maybe a little bit too aggressive coming out here. Forest now trapped in the corner, and he's still going to pick up more kills. That's now a triple, looking for the last one on Maniac, and he's going to get it. Forest is a monster, and the grenade won't even finish him off. He's looking for the ace, spraying through. Happy will take him down, but it's way too little and too late.
It's Exist that puts him to rest with that AWP. But Nip, they bring it back 4 rounds. I mean, LDLC started to look like they were getting a little bit of momentum going their way. I think Nip are playing with a lot of pressure on their shoulders right now, because LDLC, every time they pick up a round, they look so damn good doing it that Nip, they really have to strike back big in the next round to put a stop to that. And Forrest delivers this time with the 4K on Banana. That's exactly what Forrest is there to do. That's why we don't see him pushing off anywhere else. He's there to basically slay people. He's got his guillotine, his pocket guillotine.
Yeah, man, that was a very, very nice performance from Forrest. And actually, a little bit unexpected. To me, it felt like even if we went dead and that the position they were in was really dangerous there, and IP looked like they could have come out on bottom.
Yeah, it looked really dangerous, actually, because Forrest took all the damage he did that round before he got a single kill. He was down to 34 HP from the get-go.
I know. Yeah, we make the same noise. That was interesting from Kaylee, the wraparound through library.
Yeah, and it's just, you know, him picking up the AWP sort of feels, you know, just feels perfect, right? Yeah. That's the one guy he kills is the one who has an AWP. He doesn't really get to use it, but that's why I was making weird cat noises as well. We're moving into the 22nd round, and now there's only a 3-round difference, so I think winning that round all of a sudden brings it right back on an even keel. This is really anybody's game at this point.
Now, what I wonder is your dog's reactions when they hear you make that noise. Do they, does all of a sudden does Molly just turn around, look at you? As if you just betrayed her? What is this? It looks like second mid. There was a little bit of a peek coming out from Fifth Floor in apartments. He's going to get chased away, though. But still, that gets confirmation for his team that, yes, in fact, there are bodies in second mid. Not too much going on the B side for now.
Katie's really patient down the middle here. He knows there's an EWP on the other team, and he's thinking eventually someone has to come and look down this middle. And Exist is just equally patient over here. The big problem is Maniac. One good flashbang here could do a whole lot. He's going to peek, takes down Fiflaren, and now they will fall back immediately. So at least he only gets the one kill, but that's a very, very good peek coming out for Maniac.
Oh, that couldn't have gone any better there. And as far as the rest of the NIP are concerned, now they're just trying to rotate over to make sure they cover as much ground on this A side as possible. LDLC, man advantage, and they seem to be in a position to be able to wrap around here, setting up for the short push with that smoke to cut off Arch. And that renders Exist useless with that AWP.
Oh, great pickup from Freiburg. Now we're right back into a 4-on-4, and NIP looking to defend the site. Should be able to as well. Good pick off there on Get Right. That's one of the heavy hits that's gone down here for the Swedish team. Freiburg alone on the bomb site. Going to get the one headshot. That's now a double for him, but it's not enough. Forrest, I mean, what do you think, Samla? Can he clutch this 1-on-3?
If anybody can do it, it's Forrest, but I think it's a bit of a tall order. A site, there's so many angles that he'll have to check. He's going to walk into the Triangle of Doom. LDLC have had time to get into afterplant positions as well, and we can see him just getting caught out. Happy peeks out from Library. Forrest caught completely unawares.
Man, what went wrong with the defense then, Vendetta? Because as soon as Freiburg got that pick off in apartments, they had 3 people at the A bomb site, and there were only 4 members of LDLC coming in. So that seemed like a manageable situation for the CT side.
Oh, it definitely was. I think it's just Uzi landing some pretty sick shots there that kind of opened everything up. And as you said, Exist was already rendered kind of useless, so you had to reposition. And when Uzi just one taps in with the AK as soon as he rounds the corner, that it makes it hard for NIP to really defend anything. Was that pre-fire? Because that was just, I was watching Exist, and that was instant. Like, he just saw Uzi and he was dead. Yeah, that was just one fluid motion. Yeah, that was sick. That was sick from Uzi. But that's what we're talking about with Uzi. He just seems capable now of bringing up those rounds where he gets these massive frags for his team. Whereas it used to be, we would be looking at Happy or Apex to get the job done there.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, for the longest time, I was actually just waiting for Uzi to either announce his retirement or just get kicked off the team, basically. Like, that was actually the point where I was at. But, yeah, his improvement, as we've been talking about earlier, has been really startling. Oh. It's a real pleasure.
What's really cool is I love both of these teams because they refuse to change their lineup, and they have faith in their players. And it's the same thing from LDLC. Apex, you know, they said that they always believed in Uzi and that he has the right mindset. And we're already seeing the fruits of that now.
Oh, Apex getting picked off here. Maniac with some really important returns. Really, nobody can afford to give up an anti-eco at this point. If ever LDLC are going to eco for the rest of this game, then it's on NIP to just keep winning here. That's a quad kill for Maniac in an anti-eco round, and he's also top fragging you at 24 kills. Happy at 21, and Apex, and actually everybody except for Katie right now is out-fragging everyone on NIP's side.
That's dominance.
Yeah, flat out.
That's
LDLC,
really scary.
What's really scaring me here is this. Granted, this is a best of 3, but we may have a repeat of the finals for the first King of the Hill. Navi may get we may have a rematch already.
You're right. You're right. And obviously, part of the reason, I mean, we have every team we talked to so far has been super excited about, you know, being a part of all of this. But they all have to practice, and some of them are just home from vacation, like Dignitas are just home actually tomorrow. I think it's when Cajun's coming home, and the same for Virtus Pro, they've just come home this weekend. So, you know, that's soon enough we'll have many more teams, including iBuyPower, I believe.
You're thinking Copenhagen Wolves there with Cajun.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah, you're right.
Old habits die hard, right? I know, I still make the same mistake.
Well, it's hard to keep track of the lineups for Danish teams, isn't it?
I was going to say, I'm excused when it's a Danish team. You never really know. For all we know,
just set it up perfectly there for Ben, though, Anders. You know, you didn't even have to stretch for that joke.
Exactly. Forrest hiding behind here. Last time was a quad kill. This time he has to do it again, and not gonna happen. Right through the plate there, just gonna take down Forrest, and I'm not sure they should be running over here. I mean, they need to play for overtime, I think. What?
Holy hell, Freiburg.
Yeah,
Kaylee is pulling just flush of things right now.
Yeah, and look at Uzi in the chat. I think they were both pretty surprised by that. Both ways. Freiburg first and Kaylee in the return.
And LDLC doing a smart thing here. They know that Get Right has no intention of actually going for that bomb defuse. So slowly but certainly closing in on him.
Yeah,
I
they're
think
on the
he'll
hunt.
get right. That's huge for them.
Well, there's so much gear on him right now. He's got $5,500 worth of value just on him. Couple nades, the kit, the helmet, Kevlar, I mean, the M4. And there you go, peekaboo. Instant shot on Maniac. Good flash to pop over. Is that going to buy him the time? Just barely. They can't get the job done. LDLC. They corner Get Right, but he was fierce like Mongoose. He just wasn't going down.
And that'll be one of the 3 rifles they have for the final round here. The other one is also an M4 and then a FAMAS. So, well, I say final round. Doesn't have to be. NIP needs to win 6 rounds in a row here to be able to force the overtime, which there definitely is, of course, here at the Caseking of the Hill tournament. But we'll see if that's even possible. At this point, LDLC seem almost unstoppable. Over and long, great, or over a banana, great pickoff here from Forrest, but he's going to go down, and that still leaves it in a 3-on-3. I don't know. This is turning into a scary match.
New keyboard. I'm talking to the air here. That exists with the quick rotation, but I do like LDLC's patience. They win that firefight, and rather than just trying to push behind it, they pace themselves again, take their time, and just feel out the map, see how Nip's set up after that firefight.
Yeah, and they still have a ton of nades, which NIP don't.
If Fiflown had got that one deke, that would have been huge. Now he's going to grenade it down to half peaks again. They're not really dealing with Fiflown here. They're so worried about getting flanked by somebody else. And Fiflown to get some really good damage in. That could be important, especially, as you said, with the flank coming up from Exist.
Yeah, look at him. He's pushed all the way down to Banana. Looks towards top mid, but Maniac gets him. And now what do LDLC do? They've got 30 seconds left on the clock, and it seems like they are going to be rotating to B with the bomb. Banana is clear, but Nip see this coming from a mile away. They've already rotated Fiflown over to cover from CT.
This is going to be a little bit more than just difficult for Fiflown, and he's going to go down. Deagle, tapping away versus the AK, just not really a fair fight. Get it right. He's top fragging for NIP. He's going to have to come up with a triple here to try and just stay in the first map right now. Maniac already peeking. They know where he is. They've already heard him, and he does have a kit. That's about the only positive thing going into this one. He's going to spray and only gets the one, then burns to death.
Viking death.
Yeah, it's a Viking death, and yeah, NIP, get right. He's going to be joining his ancestors in the land beyond somewhere. That was a bit of a brutal beating there. LDLC destroying NIP on Inferno.
Yeah.